Hi, I'm Holly Cerise. Welcome to my try-on haul. My absolute favorite fabric for summer is eyelet fabric, and the next dress also has a lot of eyelet fabric, just like the first long summer dress. But this is a mini dress and it's all in white. It's kind of hard to show because it's so bright, but I found this at TK Maxx, and to me, shopping as a short person at TK Maxx is hard. So I did get this dress that is not my size, but I'm going to alter it. So maybe I can do like a before and after. First I try it on like this, then I'm gonna alter it and try on the altered dress. What I love about this dress is that it is stretchy in the middle section. This is the back, and at the décolleté it has this ruffled look and it has more fabric just like this dress has, and it also ties into a cute bow in the middle. And another thing about fashion for petite people is that oftentimes brands think that if they just go smaller it means petite, but no, you have to go shorter. I don't know about this one, but maybe I'm gonna have to shorten the torso. We're gonna see. But I think it's important to mention because only that way you can be heard. But yeah, this is so cute, and the bottom is a bit more loose and it is double lined, which is great, especially for a white dress, to prevent it from being see-through. So this was from TK Maxx, but it's the brand Curious, and this was 25 euros. Welcome to part 2 of my try-on haul. So yes, this is part 2 because my original video was way too long. If you haven't watched part 1 yet, then check it out on my channel. So I'm tucking in a bit of the fabric around the torso because that's oftentimes what you need to do for petite clothes, and it creates this little waist belt, or it's a bit higher than the waist, but it kind of looks super cute. So I'm thinking I'm not even gonna cut that fabric off. Maybe I should just sew it and keep that little belt effect. What do you think? Let me know in the comments, because I will be changing this soon and I'm absolutely loving the square neckline. I love square necklines. And let me show you a close-up of the pattern of the eyelet cotton fabric. It's super beautiful. And if you want to know how eyelet fabric is made, check out part 1 of this try-on haul because I explain it there. And what I just realized is that this pattern is super close to the pattern of the shirt that I'm wearing in my merch. So of course my merch is a drawing, but there I'm basically wearing a shirt with the same pattern, but instead of flowers, they are petals. I'm super happy with how that drawing turned out. So yeah, you can find it in my merch store. I have stickers, mugs, shirts, posters, and much more. Floral patterns often symbolize growth, renewal, femininity, and nature. Roses stand for love, passion, and beauty. Sunflowers for happiness, loyalty, and positivity. Cherry blossoms stand for renewal and the beauty of life's fleeting moments. Daisies mean innocence, simplicity, and everything fresh and sweet. And lavender stands for calmness, devotion, and it's often used for aromatherapy. And did you know that there's an etiquette to flower bouquets? If you ever want to get someone flowers, definitely consider how many you're getting them. What is the meaning? Is it okay to give an odd or an even number that can be different from place to place, country to country? Make sure that there are no thorns left, and be mindful of their pets, because these days a lot of people have, for example, cats like I do, and a lot of plants are actually poisonous to them. And while you and the recipient should try to do everything to keep them alive for as long as possible by, for example, taking them in a little jar of water if you have a long way to go. But also remember that flowers aren't meant to last. They're meant to keep us and appreciate this exact moment that we're living in right now. Back to H&M. One of my favorite colors, of course pink is my favorite color, but I also love other pastels such as yellow. Yellow is so gorgeous. So I got a yellow slip dress from H&M with spaghetti straps, and it has a little bit of a scrunch in the middle. I don't know why, but it gives me Cameron Diaz vibes. Maybe I just think she would look great in this. I don't know why. Like, has she worn something like this? Because I saw it and I was like, Cameron Diaz. I'm gonna get it. And this was $9.99, and they have this dress in a lot of different colors, but I love this yellow. It's so stunning. I love this color, and I love that it is so shiny, and this is also double lined. For the butter yellow dress, or you could just say pastel yellow, but why not say butter yellow, because it's the trend right now. I mean, it's a really nice color. I love it. For this butter yellow dress, I decided to go for a butter yellow ribbon in my hair, and I decided to go for a thin ribbon with a little bow because the spaghetti straps are also thin, and I thought it would match nicely. I actually hopped on this butter yellow trend very quickly because I planned to do that color of an Easter lamb cake anyway, super early, so it was like the perfect timing, and I just love the color. So if you haven't seen me make this super beautiful vintage Easter lamb cake, I have a video on my channel. It's a slice of life vlog, so it's a visually and auditory pleasing vlog where I'm making and decorating a cake. I've been thinking about how I talk about trends, and I feel like it's part of my job, and I'll keep pointing them out. I'll keep sharing what's showing up. But I don't connect with the idea of liking something because it's trending. For example, pastel yellow. I've loved it forever, not because it's in, but because it feels like spring, Easter, softness, warmth, and that's just it. To be honest, I love the authenticity in fashion, and I feel like trends can sometimes take away from that. But at the same time, they can be helpful. They could give someone building a business structure. They could help empower someone who's shy about dressing up or trying something new. I think it's cool that pale yellows have been popular in fashion for such a long time, for example, in the Rococo era. And I kind of see pale yellows as a form of like soft rebellion against something harsh and strong. Like, for example, winter, because if you think about it, pale yellows are the first colors coming up in spring. Think flowers, baby chicks, sunlight. My favorite fashion eras were the 50s and 60s, besides Rococo. And all pastels, such as pastel yellow, were super popular back then too. Isn't it ironic that we usually think wearing loud and flashy colors takes the most courage because you stand out? But honestly, I believe it takes even more guts to wear soft and gentle colors because you stand out without shouting. It's like walking into a loud room, a noisy room, and everyone suddenly starts to quiet down just to listen to your whisper. When I went to university, I had a professor that would whisper, and it really worked. The whole Audimax went quiet. And I still couldn't hear him. So you know what I did? I went all the way to the front. He actually had all the students change their seats to the very front. And there's another parallel that I would like to share between university and pastel colors. When I was at uni, I realized there is no age limit to learning or going to school. And there's also no age limit to pastel colors and fashion in general. No matter how old you get, that is a privilege. Not everyone gets to grow old. You can still wear pastels and show us how fun it is, because that's one way that I used to learn the best. When I realized that the teacher was really having fun, I wanted to take part in that fun. And I love checking out fashion icons. You have all of the knowledge and there is no restraints because of your age. And I hope one day I can be old and I'll be wearing baby pink. And of course, all of the other pastel colors too. So if you like my videos, make sure to check out my Patreon because I created it to help support my YouTube channel. And I really appreciate all of my members because of you, I can make these YouTube videos. So thank you. And also thanks to all of my YouTube subs. So if you haven't subscribed already, subscribe, and let's move on to the next mini dress. Before we get to the mini skirt, I have another mini dress. So I don't know if yellow is my second favorite color or pastel blue, but this is in blue. And blue is just another stunning color for the summer. And this dress has so much, it's blue, the base is blue, but then it has white lace on top of it. And the sleeves are giving princess poofy sleeves, but just a little bit. I literally haven't tried on most of these dresses, so it's gonna be a surprise once I do the try on part, or after each section you can see the try on part. So this is also Curious Los Angeles, and this was $19.99. This is also in a super stretchy material. I'm guessing it will be flowy at the bottom, and look at this, it's a lettuce hem, so cute. And it is also double lined. That's so important for bright colors. And the middle section, I am guessing, is a bit tighter. I still have to try it on, but we have a little bit of a V-neck and the crisscross lace, and of course the princess sleeves, and the back is round. What I love about this one is that the blue fabric isn't just plain, but there is this texture to it, and it's a really beautiful pattern. See this? It's gorgeous. And here we have a beautiful baby blue dress. So I decided to go for a blue ribbon in my hair. And I kind of feel like Cinderella in this one. The poofy sleeves, the blue headband, the earrings. All that is missing is a black choker, right? And poofy sleeves really came about in the Renaissance era. And they were used to show off wealth. And you know what? Every single time I research the origins of a certain garment style or whatever, it says it was used to show off wealth. But why do we constantly feel the need to show off wealth? Why don't we show off the craftsmanship of the person who made that garment and not the wealth of the person who bought it? Craftsmanship is one of the many artistries hidden in fashion, and that's why I love fashion so much. It's super versatile. Besides the puff sleeves, you heard me say that I like the lettuce hem, and the way that that is created is that when you're sewing, you use a zigzag stitch, and it's a very short stitch. And while you're sewing, you stretch the fabric slightly, and that's what creates these ripples when you let go of it. Not only does that type of hem give your garment a playful and cute look, but it's also less bulky than other hems. A hem is the finished edge at the bottom of a piece of clothing where the fabric is turned under and sewn to prevent fraying and give a clean, structured look. And if you leave that away, if the hem is left unsewn, you get a distressed modern look, for example, for denim or edgy styles. With this dress, I feel like I want to take it in at the waist as well as make it a little bit shorter. This is another one of those dresses where I feel like, yeah, it's my size, but it's not made for a petite person, which is fine because at least the décolleté is perfect with the crisscross lace that is usually too high in my opinion. I think that the lower lace band should definitely be under the bust, and usually you would see that too high. So with this dress, that's just perfect, and now I can alter it to my wishes. Which means that there will be a part 3 of this try-on haul. This is part 2, and there's also a part 1 that was just me trying on all the dresses the way that I got them, and part 3 will be the after altering them. So definitely subscribe so we can hit 200k subs, and also that you don't miss part 3, because I hope that I can really make all of these clothes shine the way that they're supposed to and really fit. And while we're at it, and before we look at the mini skirt, don't forget to like this video. The reason why I went for a lot more summer dresses than mini skirts this shopping spree was because it's just so easy to create an outfit with a dress. You have a top and you have a bottom already. But of course, I found a super cute mini skirt and I couldn't say no. And it's this one. This is also from H&M. It is stretchy on top and it has 2 layers of ruffles. at the bottom. This was 25 euros and H&M has so many cute mini skirts. I couldn't like justify getting multiple white mini skirts. So I went with my favorite, which is this one. And I think I also have to do a close-up of the ruffles. I turned off the light and I hope you can see the beautiful details. Some pleats here and then lace here and the same on top. If you want to know the exact and intricate way that pleats and folds are created, then check out part 1 of this try-on haul. But this mini skirt has different pleats. And we're looking at the horizontal pleats. Those are tucked pleats. And that's a type of fold in the fabric that is fastened down, which secures it. So those are stitched down at the base, so you don't really have to be scared of them getting ruined in the wash or when you're ironing them. I adore them as a decoration, but they also used to have a practical use. For example, in children's clothing, children grow so fast and tucks allow garments to be let out as the child grows. So it used to be used for that. Let's say you have horizontal tucks in a shirt and the child grows, you can just remove some of the stitching and the garment gets a bit longer. So that is basically something you would call a life hack back in the 1800s. But I just love them because they give clothes such a romantic look. And you know who I want to thank for inventing this piece of garment, the mini skirt? I want to thank Mary Quant because she invented the mini skirt. But, and I hope this is correct, she doesn't even claim to have invented it. She gives the credit to her customers and just girls on the street because they wanted shorter skirts. And she named the mini skirt after the Mini Cooper. I love the Mini Cooper. I love everything mini anyway. I don't know why I have such a strong attraction to stuff that's mini. Maybe because it's in my DNA, because I'm also mini. And I'm allowed to say that, okay? Because I was made fun of for that for my whole life. So I'm allowed to be fine with it and happy about it now. I like mini skirts, I like the attention to little details, I like dainty jewelry, but one thing I don't like are actually mini bags because they don't fit my phone. Like a bag at least has to fit my phone. And outside of fashion, there are also a lot of cool mini things such as bonsai trees, macarons, mini books that you can take with you in your bag, and mini pans that are the perfect size to make just one sunny side up egg. And mini doesn't mean lesser than. Ask anyone who's ever tried to grow a bonsai, bake a perfect macaron, or sew a tiny dress for a doll. The softest details hold the most skill. And nothing says that more than lace. This mini skirt also has some lace on it. It's used to be made by hand. Now machines can do it too, but of course people still do make it by hand, and you make it by using super fine threads. You loop them and knot them into motifs. You have to pin them, and it can take hours to create just a few centimeters. Comment whether I should make this high or mid-waisted. And then I got some more goodies at TK Maxx, DM, stuff like that. First is this shower gel. It's vegan, cruelty-free. The scent is Fruity Mocktail Twist shower gel, and it smells so good and super fresh. Originally this was 6 euros, but I got it for 3. And this is by the brand Skinny Dip. That's so funny. Yeah, it's called Skinny Dip London. And it has so many cute little fruits on the bottle. I can't wait to take a refreshing summer shower with this. Then I got some nail polish from Essence. I'm wearing it right now. This is in the shade Fairy Floss. It's a super bright, cute blush pink, and it's called Fairy Floss, and this is also vegan. And then I found something really cute at TK Maxx. My birthday is coming up and I love little paper plates for parties, but usually I never get them because I have a dishwasher, so I just use normal dishes. But these little paper plates are from Juicy Couture, and the picture on the plate, this is literally my birthday cake from last year that, by the way, I made myself. If you want to see it, go to Instagram, Holly Dot Cerise. This is the exact cake that I made for my birthday last year. And they have different plates, as you can see. These are all the designs. So I was like, what is this coincidence? I love Juicy Couture. I love little paper plates, pink, and it's literally my cake. But this year's cake, my birthday is coming up in June, the end of June, and this year's cake is so cute. It's very nostalgic to me, and I can't wait for you to see it. And if you want to give me a little birthday present, subscribe to the channel, because I really want to hit 200k subscribers. And I hope one day my wish of reaching 200k subscribers comes true. And I don't know, oh, you're not supposed to say your birthday wishes, but I got some candles for my wish. And I hope that one day it'll be reality. And look at these cute candles. I got them at the store called Teddy. They're little cats, 2 black cats, a white cat, and 2 pink cats. They're so cute. And the last couple of things I got at a drugstore. I love shopping for beauty products at drugstores. It's just my favorite thing in the world. It's the setting spray from Essence. I got the pink one just because it's pink. I think they have 3 different ones. I got the pink one because it's pink, but it says fix and last. So, but I thought a fixing spray is a fixing spray. As long as it fixes the makeup, it's good. And this has an improved pump. I used to use the Coconut by Essence, but this pump is so much better. So far, I'm happy with this one. I have already used it. And this is also vegan, which I think is cool about Essence. They have so many vegan things, and they're cheap, and their stuff works. Another thing I got by them was the Flawless Skin Trio Loose Setting Powder. They have peach, pink, and lavender. Now this does work for me, but it says that it's brightening. I don't think it is. I think it's dulling. It is blurring and smoothing. So yeah, I don't know what they can change about the formula. I love the colors, but I do think it's a bit dulling, but I still use it because it's good. Last but not least, I got another TikTok famous product. I got the Diamond Haze. Now I don't know if I've shown this already, but I got the Diamond Haze highlighter by Cerise, and I'm actually wearing it right now. I don't know if you can tell. I love this. I've been looking for a simple silver glitter, sparkly glitter for so long. Not a shine, not a wet look, a sparkle, and this is really giving that. Now I do think the packaging is misleading though, and I'm talking the plastic. The plastic has iridescent blue sparkles in it. Can you see that? And it made me almost not buy it because I actually hate iridescent glitters for makeup. I do have some makeup like that, but I kind of don't like it. But the glitter inside is perfect. It's exactly what I wanted. Maybe I should do like a swatch. I've never done this, but see, it's just a beautiful sparkle. It's not iridescent. It's exactly what I was looking for, and I'm super happy with this. And it's like dewy. So I really like this product, and I'm happy that they did have a tester, so I was able to make sure that it wasn't iridescent like in this plastic. Alright, I wish all of you a sparkly summer. Please leave a comment, a like, and subscribe so we can hit 200,000 subscribers. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you liked this video. I have 2 formats on this channel, try-on hauls and slice of life, which are super cool, aesthetically pleasing ASMR vlogs. So it's auditory but also visually pleasing. And I'm currently making a Sucker Punch cosplay. There are so many sparkles, that's why it takes so long to make, but I'm pretty sure that I'm almost done with the second part. Alright, thanks for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Bye bye!